At Stantec, we're constantly adapting and innovating to provide cutting-edge solutions for the challenges of today and tomorrow. In this series, we showcase some of our most intriguing projects and the innovative people behind them. Today, we're in Nashville, Tennessee, to learn about a digital tool that helps communities transition to zero-emission vehicles faster and more efficiently. Welcome to I'm an Innovator.
I grew up in Guatemala until my early 20s. And that's a country with a lot of natural resources and very beautiful and amazing place. But growing up, we had all of those really old diesel buses. So they would just have this black, cloud of smog. And when I was studying for engineering, I knew for sure I wanted to do something with renewable energies.
During her doctoral studies in engineering, Analy narrowed her focus to zero-emission vehicles and committed to increasing their usage. That led to the creation of ZEVDecide.
We have ZEVDecide for fleets and ZEVDecide for EV infrastructure. The one for fleets is a tool that allows us to predict the energy performance of vehicles and help us also get information like the power requirements, the financial implications, so we can plan a transition to zero-emission fleets.
For EV infrastructure, ZEVDecide can take the guesswork out of site selection for charging stations by integrating geographic and demographic variables.
Land use, density, and vehicle registration data, which helps us to evaluate what the future demand is going to be. It also integrates transportation and utility infrastructure data, prioritize the needs of underserved communities from what we hear in the public engagement process and apply those priorities into our mapping process.
WeGo, Nashville's public transportation agency, selected Stantec to help inform their planning process for a potential transition to zero-emission vehicles.
Public transportation is critical for a city that is expanding and has plans to grow. So with ZEVDecide, what we've been tasked is to identify what new technology would be a good fit to match that expansion. So basically we're analyzing if zero-emission is a good fit for their fleet. And if so, that could look like a combination of battery electric with hydrogen, or it could be only a partial conversion.
How can ZEVDecide help with community engagement when it comes to zero-emission vehicles?
We're actually hosting a stakeholder engagement for the city and for WeGo. So basically we're trying to inform everyone who might be involved into this process about how we're going about analyzing this important decision. So ZEVDecide itself is the tool that we're using, and we want to be transparent about how this decision is going to be based on data and it's going to be based on analyzing a good fit for them.
The data-driven approach was really important to us at WeGo due to the complexity of our service area. So you have to take into consideration different topography in terms of hills and extreme weather conditions for heat, AC. So having all those data points is really critical for us to make our decision. And having somebody that's really passionate about what type of changes we're going to be working through as Nashville and our community continue to grow.
When I started in Guatemala, I just knew that was something new and important to me. I didn't realize I was going to have access to so many resources and actually working with clients to implement this. So it's, agency by agency, we're trying to make a difference.